Hello and welcome to our class video number 10. In this video, we will learn how to create a PowerPoint presentation. I have a picture of our finished PowerPoint file here, and I have also listed what we will learn in this video. If we open our People website for a minute, right here is our People website, and if you click on the PowerPoint tab right there, here is where the link to this video will be once I finish recording. There will be no start file for this video. The pictures that we will use in this video will also be provided here, and you will find them here once I finish recording the video. You will also have a file of the finished file. So before you start creating the PowerPoint, I would recommend that you save the pictures that will be here in your PowerPoint folder. I will close this, Alt F4 to close this. I would like to open Windows Explorer as I want to make sure that you will know where you will save these images and also the PowerPoint file that we will create. Windows E to open the Windows Explorer. And here is my USB, so make sure that you will save your files in your USB and in our class folder. And I'm scrolling down to open our class folder. And for this video, we will be saving the files in our PowerPoint folder. So once I click on the PowerPoint folder, you can see I already have the folder for images right here. These are the images that will be provided to you. So while watching this video, make sure that you get all these images and save them in the PowerPoint folder. And also you will save your presentation that we will create inside the PowerPoint folder. So I will close this, Alt F4 to close this. And now I would like us to start creating our PowerPoint presentation. So I have my PowerPoint icon pinned right here on the taskbar. If you do not have yours pinned on the taskbar, I showed you on the previous videos how to pin a window icon on your taskbar. So if you don't have it pinned, you can click on your start button and search PowerPoint, and you can open it from there. So I will click here to open mine. Windows up arrow to maximize that. Here is the PowerPoint backstage view, and you can see here we do have different themes. Yours might differ from mine. Down here also is any recent PowerPoint files that you may have opened. Again, yours will be different from mine. Now to open a new blank presentation, I can either click here on the blank presentation, or I can press escape to open a new blank presentation. And now with our new presentation open, just to give you a quick overview, up here, just like other Microsoft applications, we have the ribbon. We have different tabs here on our ribbon, and on every tab, we do have different groups, and we also have different buttons. We also have the quick access toolbar, the QAT, right here. And just like in Word, we can also customize this by clicking on this arrow. And you can see you have the options to customize the quick access toolbar. We also see here on our QAT, we do have this button here, touch mouse mode. And if I click on that arrow, you see we do have two different options. I do have the option for the mouse where the placeholder indicates here on the instructions, click to add title. And if I switch that to touch mode, you can see now the placeholder changes to double tap to add title. And right here on my ribbon, you can also see that you have more space between the buttons when you are on the touch mode, as this is optimized for use with touch. I will switch back to mouse mode, and right there you see that has changed to click to add title, and you can also see the spacing on my buttons has reduced. Right here on my left side, this is called the thumbnail, and you can only see for now we only have one slide. And this here right here, if I click on that, these two are called placeholders, and the placeholders, they do contain instructions on what to do on that particular box. For our placeholder right here, you can see the instructions is click to add the title, and on the second one right here, it states click to add subtitle. If you click on any of the placeholders, then the contextual tab appears right here on top of your ribbon. And you can remember we saw this in Word when we inserted pictures. And if you clicked on any of the picture in Word, then we had a contextual tab. In PowerPoint, the contextual tab right here, the shape format, this only appears when you click on any of the placeholder. This slide here is a title slide, which is the first slide in a presentation. and it usually contains the presentation title and any other identifying information like your name or the company's name. And actually, let's type the title of our presentation. So click on the first text placeholder and then type the title, which is Safari. And then on the second text placeholder, you can type by and then your name. And now we have created our first slide, which is the title slide. Now to create more slides, if you come up here on your ribbon and I'm on the home tab and on the slides group, you can click on new slide. And then right here, you can see we have different layouts. We have the title slide, which is what we used for the title slide. We have title and content, and I will click to insert title and content. And for the title and content, you do have an option for you to type the title on this first placeholder right here. And then on the second placeholder, you can see you do have an option of inserting a table, inserting a chart, smart graphics, pictures, videos, or even a text on this type of content placeholder. We'll also insert another slide and I'll show you how to do that. So I'm clicking on the new slide again. And this time I'm choosing a blank slide. So you can see on the blank slide, you do not have any text placeholders. And this is because sometimes you want to insert just a picture or you want to insert a video and you can work on a blank slide to insert your picture or a video. I'm coming up here back to the new slides. And this time I can select two contents. And right here, you do have a layout that you can choose to compare two different contents. Or you can choose to add two different pictures on the same slide. If I come up here back to the new slide button and click on that arrow, as I showed you before, you can see we have different layouts and you can choose the layout depending on what content you want to add to that particular slide. Now, the next thing that we will need to do is to select a theme for our presentation. And before I do that, you can see on my right side here, I have a column for design ideas. And if you like these designs, you can click on either of them and that design will apply to the selected slide. If you do not want to see the design ideas column, you can either click on that X to close that, or you can click on that arrow and you will choose close. If you would like to turn that on again, up here on my ribbon, still on the home tab and on the designer group, if I click on design ideas, you can see that turns on that column for design ideas. And now you can see the design ideas column right there. So I will close that because we will not use the design ideas for now. And to add a theme for our presentation, on your ribbon up here, click on the design tab. And you can see right here, we have different themes. And on every theme that you will select, you will have different variants too. You can see also here on the design tab, we also have the design ideas button here. So if you are selecting themes here, you can also come here and open the design ideas column and you can select the design ideas from there. So to show more themes, right here on the themes group, I will click on that arrow and you can select on either of these themes, whichever you will like. For me, I will select that theme, Berlin theme, and I'll click that. And you can see as I select that theme, it applies to all my slides. And also if I would like to change the variants, I can click on there to change the variant. Click on there, that will change. And click on that, that will change. And I can click on that arrow. And if you would like to change your colors theme, you can click on the colors button arrow and change the color theme from here. So I'm not changing that. So I will come back here and click orange. That's what I would like to use for my presentation. Now that we have selected the theme to our presentation, we can start adding contents to our slides. And you notice right here on my right side, the design ideas task pane is showing again. If you want this to show, you can just leave it on. But if you do not want this to show, you can turn this off. And to turn this off, you come up here on your ribbon. And then on the File tab, you click that to open the Backstage view. And then scroll down and click on the Options. And right here, you have the PowerPoint Options dialog box open. So make sure you click General tab. And then you scroll down. And on the PowerPoint Designer, if you uncheck Automatically Show Me Design Ideas, then the task pane for design ideas will not show on your presentation. But for us, I will not uncheck that. I will leave that checked. So I will cancel to escape from here. When creating a presentation, sometimes you want to insert a new slide in between the slides that you already have. And to do that, select the white area in between the slides that you would like to insert a new slide. So I'm selecting between the slides 3 and 4, and I'm clicking on the white area, and I see I now have a red line right there. So to insert a new slide here, I can come up here to my ribbon on the Home tab and then click New Slide, and I can choose the layout that I would like for this slide, and I will choose to content. So now you see we have inserted a new slide in between the slides that we had already created. Now I will add content on this, and I will click on the first placeholder right here, and I will type top tourist attractions in Kenya. And if I would like to increase my font size on this one, I can definitely do that. I need to make sure that my placeholder is selected. So instead of seeing the dotted lines, I will click on the placeholder until I see the solid line. And then I will use the keyboard shortcut, Control and square bracket, or I can come up here to the font group, click on the font size arrow and increase my size. But just like we did in Word, I will use the keyboard shortcut, Control and square bracket, and I will increase that. And if it's too large for you, you can decrease that too. And I will decrease that to 40. And the other thing that we will do, we'll add content on the text placeholder that is on the left. So click on that. And then right there, type top 5 attractions. And then click on the placeholder that is on the right side and type more tourist attractions. Now on this slide, we would like to create a numbered list, and on this side, we will create a bulleted list. So now on my presentation, I do have a normal view, but I can change to a different view. And if you come down here on my taskbar, you can see I have different buttons right here. You can see I have the notes button right there. We will click on this one when we want to add notes. This here, we are right now on normal view. So the next one here is the slide sorter. We will see how that works. And we also have the reading view right here. And we have the slideshow right there. So to see different views also, you can come on your ribbon and click on the Views tab. And right here, we can see we have a group for presentation views. So I will click on the outline view. And right here, I can see I have my slides in outline view. So now I would like to make changes on my fourth slide right here. And I would like to create a numbered list and a bulleted list. So I'm bringing my cursor right after the word top 5 attractions, and I will enter. And once I enter, you can see that has added another bullet, but it's still on the same level. So if I would like to demote my level to a lower level, I will tab just like we did in Word, and that demotes to a lower level. And right here, I will type all the top 5 attractions. And now I have typed my list of top 5 attractions here. So right here, if I would like to advance one of these bullets and demote that to a lower level, I can do that, just like we did when we were creating the multi-level list in Word. So I'm clicking just right before Lamu, and if I tab, that demotes to a lower level. And if I shift tab, it takes it back to the same level. And if I shift tab again, that promotes it to a higher level. And you can see right here on my presentation, you can see the preview right there. So I will tab because I would like that all on the same level. And then I will come here to the number 2 on my list and click right after the word attractions and then enter. And then on this one too, I would like to demote this to a lower level. So I will tab that and I will type a list of more tourist attractions right here. And now I have finished creating my list, so I can change my view to normal, and you can see my list right here on my slide. So I will change the view to normal. And right here I have 2 lists, but on the list on the left side, I would like to change that to a numbered list. So I'm clicking on the placeholder, and I do not want the top 5 attractions with a bullet. So I will click on that and I will backspace that. And then on this other list, I will change that to a numbered list. So I will come to home and then I will select on those 5 and then I will select there on the number and I will select the 1, 2, 3 format right there. And then I'll come to my right side on the placeholder on the right side, and I do not want a bullet on more tourist attractions. So instead of backspacing, I can select that and come up here to my bullets and click on that arrow and select none. And you see it does the same thing as the way I backspaced here. I remove the bullets. And then on these other ones, I would like to leave the bullets in there. So that's the way you would add a numbered list and a bulleted list on your presentation slides. Now, before I go to the next slide, I need to make sure that I do not have any placeholders selected. So I will click anywhere outside that slide and I will use my down arrow to go to the next slide. And on this slide, we will add pictures on these 2 placeholders. But up here on the title, we will add our title. And the title for this slide will be The Great Migration. So type here The Great Migration. And later we will come and add pictures to these 2 slides. Now, before we make any more changes to our presentation, I think it is a good idea that we save our file to make sure that we do not run a risk of losing our work just in case of anything. And so F12 to save this. And make sure that you save this in our class folder. I'm expanding that so I can see the entire path. And I'm saving that in our class folder. And I'm making sure that I'm saving that in PowerPoint. So I will save this as Safari presentation finished file and press enter. I can't tell you how many times I have had to redo my work because I didn't save. And we are all humans, so it happens. So to avoid that, we need to make sure that we are always saving our work. We can see that our slides are coming up here nicely. So another thing is that you do have the ability to duplicate your slides. If there's a slide on your slides that you would like to use the same kind of slide, you can duplicate that. And so to do that, click to select the slide that you would like to duplicate. And then you can right click on that and you can see you have a drop down menu with different options for you to do with your slide. And you can click duplicate slide right there. Another way you can duplicate your slide is on your ribbon on the home tab. If you click on the new slide and down here you can see you also have the option to duplicate your slide. So you see now we have 5 slides. So once I click duplicate selected slides, we will now have 6 slides. And I will click on that and you can see right now right here we have 6 slides. So on this slide that we have duplicated, we can change the layout on that. And I would like to show you how to change the layout if at any time you have a slide that you do not like the layout and you want to change that. So you can also come up here on your ribbon and making sure that the slide you want to change the layout is selected. And then on the slides group, click on the layout button arrow and you can select any other layout that you would like from here. The other way to change the layout is right click on that slide and then click on the layout arrow right there and you can select the layout that you would like to select. So I will change these to title and content and I will click on that. You can see before I change that, this right now is to content, and when I change that you will see also that our slide will change. So I will click on that and you can see now our slide has changed to title and content. So right here, I would like to change the title placeholder and I would like to type here Safari Kenya. So I will select that and I will press the delete key. And now I have clicked to add title. So I will click here and I will type Safari Kenya, which is the title for this slide. So another thing that I would like to show you is how to insert SmartArt graphic and how to convert a bulleted list that you have to a SmartArt. So first, I'll show you how to insert a SmartArt graphic. So right here on the content placeholder, you can see I have that icon here, insert SmartArt graphic. So if you click on that, it opens for you the SmartArt graphic dialog box and you can choose from either of these. So I will cancel that. And I will show you a different way you can do that. So up here on your ribbon, click on Insert, and then on the Illustrations group, click on SmartArt button. So same thing, it opens up the Choose a SmartArt graphic dialog box. and you can choose the graphic that you would like from here. So I will choose vertical bullet list, and then I'll click OK, and you can see we have added a SmartArt graphic right here. So if you would like to type here, you can click on the text and type, and also you can open the task pane right here on the create graphic group, and you can see right here again we have the contextual tab, SmartArt design. So now you can come to the create graphic and then click text pane. And right here you do have the text pane where you can type the text that you would like to show on your SmartArt graphics. So right here I will pause and I will type my text here, and you can see here I have typed my first item on the list. So I will press enter to type the next item on this list, and again I'll press enter to get the other item on the list. Now I only need these 3 items on this list, and I can see I have other bullets right here. So I will delete that. I will click to select that, and then I will backspace, delete that, and then select that and backspace, and then select the last one here in backspace. So now you can see I have my 3 items here on my list. I will close the text pane. So right here on my ribbon, you can see I have the SmartArt styles group, and I can use this to change the style of my SmartArt. But before I do that, I would like to show you that you can convert your SmartArt graphic to text. So right here on the reset group, if you click on the convert button arrow right there, and then click convert to text, you see now we have converted our SmartArt to a bulleted list right there. So I will convert this again to SmartArt graphic. And the way I do that, you come up here on your home tab, and then on the paragraph group, you click the button convert to SmartArt, and now you can select the SmartArt graphic design that you would like. I will select the same one that we had, and now you see once I do that, I do have now the option to change my styles and even to format as I get 2 different contextual tabs here. So I will change the style. I'll click on the arrow here for more, and then I'll change that to 3D cartoon. And then I would like to change the color for my graphics right here. So I will come here to format, and I'll make sure that I select on my items there, and then come up here on the shape styles and click on the shape fill. And if I click on that arrow, I can select from either of these colors, and you can see because I did not select all these placeholders in my SmartArt, I only clicked on one of them. That's why it's changing the color for only one of that. So I will make sure that I select all 3 of them. So I'm selecting the first one, hold down the shift key, select the second one, and then I'm still holding down the shift key, select the third one. And now I can come up here on my shape fill button, and I can select turn accent to darker 50%. And right here you see I have formatted my SmartArt graphic. On the last item right here on our list, where it reads, while in Kenya, you can also visit the Mount Kilimanjaro and Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. I have this with a hyperlink, and if I hover right there, you can see the screen tip right there, click plus control to follow the link. So if you click on those links, you'll be able to see the Mount Kilimanjaro, Serengeti National Park in Tanzania. So now the next thing that I would like to do is to create another slide. And I will come up here on my home tab, click on the new slide, and I will select title and content. And you see I have added another slide right below the slide that I was working on. So on this slide, I will click to add the title, and I will type Safari, Kenya and Tanzania Great Wildebeest Migration. And I can see I have typed that wrong, so I will correct that. I can either right click on that word and select the correct spelling, or I can retype it again. But since I have the option of correcting the spelling, I will just click to select the correct spelling right. So now I would like to reduce this size, as I would like this title on one line. So I will click on the placeholder and make sure I have a solid line. And then I'll use the keyboard shortcut Control and the square bracket. I'm holding down Control and I'm using the square bracket to reduce the size, and I have reduced that to 28. And if you do not want to use the keyboard shortcut, you can come up here on your font group, select the size that you would like from there. On this slide, we will search a video online from YouTube that shows how the wildebeest migrates, and we will insert that video right here. So before we insert any pictures or any videos, I would like to add another slide. And this time, instead of coming up here to my new slide, I will right click while I'm still on that slide that I was working on, and I will click new slide. And if I click new slide, it inserts a slide with the same layout that I was working on. And you can see this layout and this layout on slide 7 is the same. So on this slide 8, I will type map of Kenya and Tanzania on the title placeholder. And since on this slide I would like to add a map for these two countries, and I would also like to have another placeholder that has a text here, I will change this layout. So I can come up here on my slide and right click that and click layout, and I will change this to 3 picture column. And now I have an option to add 3 different pictures and also to add text on that slide. So I do not want this slide up here to add a picture. On this left side, I would like to add text. And then on these two, I would like to add a picture. So I will delete some of these placeholders. I will delete that first. And also I will delete these other 2. So another way I can do to delete that, I can select on that, hold down my shift key, and then select on this other one. I'm making sure I have the solid line on each of them, and then select the other one. I'm still holding down the shift key and select on the other one, and then select on this other one right here too. And then all of them are selected. I will release my shift key and I will press delete. And now I have deleted all the placeholders that I don't need. I would now like to increase the size of this one. And I will also like to increase the size of these other 2. So I'm selecting both of them while holding down the shift key. And then I will drag that down. And I like that size. So I will leave them at that size. I will insert pictures for these 2. And I will add text on this left side placeholder right here. So I will start by adding text right here. I will click to add text. And now I have these 2 items here on my text placeholder. I would like this to be bulleted, so I will make sure that I have solid line on this text placeholder. And I'll come up here on my paragraph group and I will click on the bullets and I will select that bullet right there. So I have that bulleted, and now I need to add pictures on these 2 placeholders right there. But before I add the pictures, I would like to hide the graphics background on this slide. And to do that, I will right click anywhere outside the placeholders and I get this drop down menu. So if you click inside the placeholders, you will get a different drop down menu. So make sure you click anywhere outside the placeholders and then click Format Background, and then the Format Background task pane opens up here. So right here, I will check the box Hide Background Graphics, and you see I don't have any graphics showing here. If I would like also to change the background color, I can do that. I can click here on the colors and I can select that and select any other color that I would like for my background. But I do not want to change my background, so I will not do anything there. And now you see right here it says apply to all. I don't want this to apply to all the other slides, so I will not click on that box. So I will close my Format Background task pane. And now I would like to sort my slides, because I would like to have the title slide at the top, and then followed by the Safari Kenya slide, and then followed by top tourist attraction. So I would like to rearrange all these slides. So to do that, I need to open the slide sorter, and you can see down here on my taskbar, right now I'm in the normal view. This icon here is the slide sorter view. I can either click on that, or I can come up here on my ribbon and then click on the view tab and then click slide sorter. It's in the presentation views group. So click on that, And now you see I have the ability to sort my slides and arrange them the way I would like them to be. So to move the slides and arrange them, you click on the slide and then you drag it to where you want that slide to be. And as I drag that, you see all the other slides are moving. So now I would like my first slide to be the title slide. And then the second slide, I would like the slide here, number 6, to be slide number 2, Safari Kenya. And then the third slide is top tourist attractions. So this slide number 5, I'm going to change that to be slide number 3. And as I change that, you can see the slide numbers are changing down here too. Slide number 4 will be the map of Kenya and Tanzania. And then slide number 5, the Great Migration. Slide number 6, Safari, Kenya and Tanzania, Great Wildebeest Migration. So I have those slides now arranged the way I would like them to be on my slideshow. And I can delete these 2 other slides as I don't need them. So I will click on the slide and press delete on my keyboard. Click on the slide and press delete on my keyboard. Now to go back to my normal view, come up here on the presentation views and click on the normal button. And right here on the thumbnails pane, you can see we have all the slides arranged nicely as we sorted them from the slide sorter. So now the next thing that I would like to do is to insert pictures to our slides. And I will show you different ways of inserting pictures. And we will start on slide number 4 to insert our pictures. So click on slide number 4, map of Kenya and Tanzania. And we would like to add pictures to these 2 placeholders right here. So you can either click on the icon there for the picture, click on that. And then since we saved our pictures in our folder, I can scan on where we saved our pictures, select the picture and insert the picture right there. The other option to insert our pictures is from your ribbon, come up here to the insert tab and then click on the images group on the pictures button. Click on that arrow and then you see right here you have different options to insert the picture. You can either insert the picture from this device, which is from the folders that we have saved our pictures in. You can select stock images and insert pictures from there, or you can insert pictures from the online pictures. And let me quickly click on online pictures. So right here on the online pictures, just like we searched our pictures when we were inserting our pictures in Word, I can search here map and enter. And you can see right here, I get different options of the picture that I would like to choose. So that's one way that you can insert your pictures on your slides. The other way, I will cancel that because I do not want to insert the pictures from the online pictures. And since we have our pictures saved in our folders, I can click on that icon right there and I can come to our class folder. I'm scrolling down to our class folder in PowerPoint, and on the images folder, I will select Kenya map and I will insert that. And I see just like that, I have inserted that picture right there. I can also insert the other picture here on this next placeholder. So I will click on that icon to insert the picture. And right there you can see because I have just inserted a picture from this folder, it opens up the same folder. So I will select Tanzania map, I'll double click on that, and I have both maps now inserted here. So that's the way you can insert pictures on your slides. So right now I see I have design ideas right here, and I can choose from either these designs or I can choose to leave it that way. But I will go ahead and select one of these designs because I would like to show you that you can select a design from here but still keep your theme. So I will select the first slide right there. And as I select that, you see my pictures have changed. If I don't like it, I can scroll down and see if there's another design that I would like. I think I like that design better. So you do have an option to choose the design idea that you would like from the design ideas pane right here. So the next thing that I will do, I would also like to show you that you can insert a table or a chart in your text placeholder. So if you see this icon here, if I click on that, it inserts a table and I have the option to select the number of columns and the number of rows. And you can use those arrows to select the number of columns and rows that you would like. So I'll leave it at 5 and 2 and I will click OK. And you can see right here, I have inserted my table. I will Control Z to remove the table. And I also have the option for inserting a chart. So if you click on that icon there, it will give you the option to select what type of chart that you would like to insert. So I will cancel that. We already saw how to insert a SmartArt graphic. You do have an option to insert 3D models if you click on that icon. Right here we have seen this one when we were inserting a picture in our slide number 4. This one is the stock images and I showed you how to insert pictures from the stock images from the Insert tab on your ribbon. This here is the one that you use to insert a video. So this other one here is insert an icon, and if I click on that, you can see you have different icons. You have images, you have stickers, you have illustrations, you have several options to select from here. So I will click cancel. Now if you were to insert any of these graphics, you know how to do that. And the only thing that I need to show you now is how to insert an Excel data. I will show you how to do that right after we insert pictures from this slide. So I would like to change the layout for this slide. So I will come up here on the slides group, click on the layout, and then I will change that to comparison. And on my left side placeholder, I will type here Masai Mara National Reserve, and I will get a picture from our files, double click that to insert, and then on my right side I will insert another picture. But before I do that, you see right here we have the alt text. So if you would like to edit this text, you can do that. You can see right here it says a picture containing outdoor, water, hard and rock. So if you would like to edit this alt text and improve your accessibility, you can click on edit and you can see the alt text task pane is open right here, and I can edit this and I can type Masai Mara National Reserve, picture containing outdoor, water, hard and rock. And now that has been edited. So I will come up here on the right side, and on that placeholder I will click to add text and I will type Serengeti National Park, and I will click on the next placeholder and I will click the picture icon to insert the picture, and then I'll get the Serengeti National Park and I have that inserted. Again, I will edit my alt text here and I will include Serengeti National Park, and now I have edited both of my alt texts. So I would like to resize this picture, and that now looks good. So I promised you that I will show you how to insert an Excel data. So before we insert our video, let me come down here and add another slide. And I can just choose a blank slide. Right here, I would like to paste my Excel table. So I have this saved in our folders too. So I will open my Excel workbook, and right here I have my data. I have this calculated with formulas, and I have this here as a picture. So if I just would like to copy this as a picture in my slide, I can do that. And I want to make sure that I see both the Excel and the PowerPoint slide. So I will click and select the data table right there, and I'll copy this, Control C to copy that. And then I'll open my PowerPoint, and I see right here I have both windows open. So I will close the alt text from my PowerPoint window. And right here on this slide, I will right click that, and I can click use destination theme to paste that table. I can say keep source formatting and paste that table there. I can embed that. I can paste that as a picture, and I can paste that as text. So I will embed that, and now that is embedded here. And if I would like to paste this as a link, so if I update anything here on my Excel workbook, it will also update on my PowerPoint. I can do that. First thing, I would like to change this background so that I can be able to see my table nicely. So format that. hide background graphics, and then change the color, click on solid, and now that is a white background, which is what I want. So I'll close the format object task pane, and you can see right here now I have embedded my table right here. So if I would like to copy and paste this table here as a link, so any changes that I make here, those changes will apply here too. I can do that. Click on that and I will delete that. And then I still have my table selected. So I will Control C to copy that. And then I'll come back here to my PowerPoint presentation. And right here on the clipboard group, I will click on the paste button arrow right there. And I will click on paste special. And right here, I see the paste special dialog box. And I do have an option to paste, just like an Excel worksheet object, or I can paste the link. And if I choose paste the link right there and I click OK, I have my table pasted there. I will resize that. And now I would like you to see that if I make any changes on this table on my workbook, it will also reflect on my PowerPoint. So I will come up here and I will change this rent. I will change all this rent for all the months. I will change that to 2000. And as I change that, you can see on my PowerPoint is changing too. You can see right here, as I change here on the Excel, it's changing here too on the PowerPoint. And you see that has updated here too on my PowerPoint. So if at any time you would like to paste your Excel table into your PowerPoint, you can do that. And anytime you make the changes on your Excel workbook, it will also reflect on your presentation. So I will close this because I wanted to show you in case you wanted to insert Excel data into your presentation and link that to an Excel workbook. So now I will close this window because I don't need that. I just need the PowerPoint. I will close the workbook. And then now I will change the view for the Safari presentation file. And now I only have one window open right here. So I will delete this slide because I don't need it. So I just created this since I wanted to show you how you would paste data into your slides from an Excel workbook. And any changes you make on your worksheet will apply to your PowerPoint presentation. And so I will now delete this. And now I have all my slides here. The next thing that I would like to do is show you how to insert a video. And we are inserting a video from the YouTube. So I can either click on insert video right there. And this will open for me a insert video dialog box where if I have a video that I have saved in my files, I can click on that and I can insert that there. So I will cancel that. And I will show you another option to insert a video. So if you come to your ribbon on the Insert tab, and then right here on the Media group, if you click on the video button right there, you see also, just like the pictures, you have an option to insert videos from this device, from stock videos or from online videos. So I will click online videos. And once I do that, you see you can copy and paste the address of your video, either from the YouTube, from SlideShare, or from these other options that you can see here. So we are inserting a video from YouTube. So we need to copy the YouTube address of that video right here. I do have the address and I will provide to you that address on your handout notes. And I'll copy my YouTube address there. And I will click insert. And before I do that, you see we get the preview of the video right there. So I will click insert. And now you can see we have inserted a video to our PowerPoint presentation. So if you would like to resize that, you can do that. If you would like to have a black background, you can change the background on this. And I showed you how to do that. So you right click and then format background and then solid fill, hide background graphics. And now you see we don't see our title, but I will show you how to show that title. And then right here, I would like to change the color and I will change that to black. So you see we have that changed to black. So I will resize this and I can click on this title placeholder. And I would like to bring this to the front. So I will make sure that I click on that. and then come to shape format, and then right here on the arrange group, I would like to bring this forward. So I will click on that arrow and I will click bring to front, and I will now resize my picture to fit in the entire slide. And now I have my title right there. I can drag this right here to the bottom. And if I would like to change the color field for that placeholder, I can do that. I'm making sure that is selected. And then I will come here to the shape field and I will choose a color for that. I can choose a color that will match with my picture. I will choose Turn Accent 2, and then I will resize that to the edges and resize that. And now I have shown you how to insert a video, how to edit the background of your slide, how to edit the placeholder and bring the text placeholder to the front, and also how to resize your picture or your video to fit into the slide. So if you would like to play the video, you can just click on this arrow right there, and there your video plays. If you would like to play this on YouTube, you can click here to play the video on YouTube. And right here you can see our video of the great wildebeest migration. So I will post that video and I will look through my slides to see if there's anything else that we need to add. And I see all that looks good. So the next thing that I would like to show you how to add is the speaker notes. We will add our speaker notes on slide number 5. We will write a speaker note for this slide. And what speaker notes are, they are just notes that you add for yourself that will help you remember some specific things that you would like to bring up or to talk about during your presentation. And right here, we will write the Great Migration takes place every year from July to October, when millions of wildebeest and zebra migrate from the Serengeti in Tanzania to Masai Mara in Kenya. And I will pause to type that. There we have added our speaker notes. So next thing that I would like to do is to add transitions and animations to our slide. And before we add the transitions and animations, let's just play the slideshow and see how our presentations look without the transitions and animations. So I'll come up here on the slideshow and I will click play from beginning. And I'm advancing the slides by pressing the spacebar on my keyboard. And I can see I have not applied any transitions or any animations. So to end my slideshow, I will press escape. And now I will come up here on my ribbon and click on the transitions tab. So I will select this morph transition. You can select either of these. And if you click on this arrow right here, you can see we have different options that you can select from. So I will just select that one right there. And you see this star right here, just next to that slide. It shows that I have applied transition to this slide. But you can see on these other slides, I don't have that star. And it's because the transition didn't apply to these other slides. So if I would like to apply my transition to all the slides, I will come up here on the timing group and I will click apply to all. And now you can see all my slides have that star. So now I have applied to all my slides this type of transition. And I will close the format background pane because I don't need that. And so with all my slides having the transitions, if I would like to change the effect options, I can come right here on this button and click on the effect options. And I can choose either word or for objects or for the characters. But I'm leaving it as objects. So another thing that I would like to show you is how to apply the animations. So right here on my ribbon, I'm clicking on the animations tab. And you can see I have the animations grayed out even though I have selected this first slide. So to apply the animations, you need to make sure that you select the placeholder. So if the placeholder is not selected, the animations will be grayed out. So if I click outside the placeholder, you see my animations are all grayed out and I cannot choose any animation. But if I click on my placeholder, now I can see I do have the option of applying the animations. So if I were to apply animations on this placeholder, I will click on any of these that I would like. I would say I will click up here, and then you can see right here I have applied the animation. If I would like to change the effect options, I can click on that, and I see that one is an object. And if I choose another type of animation, so if I check fly in and then come to the effect options, I can see right here I have different options. So depending on what type of animations you choose, the effect options will be different too. So I can either choose my object to fly in from the bottom, or from the left, or from the right. And if I play this, so if I preview that, I can see my animations is coming in from the right. So I will click on none and remove the animations. So I don't have any animations here. The other way you can apply the animations is through the slide master. And I will open the view tab right there, and I will click here on the slide master on the master's view. I will click on the slide master, and now I have my slide master open. So with my slide master open, I can come up here to animations, and I can select on the placeholder, and I can choose how I want this to appear, whether I want it to appear on the click or I want it to appear with previous. I will select previous right there. And once I select previous, you can see it's at 0. I can also apply the animations to the subtitle. So I will also choose up here. So every slide that has this type of layout will get this kind of animation. So again, I will select with previous, and I'm not changing anything on the effect options. And if I would like to add a duration, I can add the duration from here. So next I'm clicking on the other type of slide that I have. Most of my slides are title and 2 contents. So on this one, I can select, I would like that also to appear, and I can select with previous. And then I can select on this other placeholder. If I want these two to appear at the same time, I can choose that. But I want this one to appear after the title. So I will choose the animation. This time I will choose fly in. I will change the effect, and then I will change these to after previous. Now I have applied animations to the different layouts on my presentation, and I will close the slide master. So to close my slide master, I have to click on the slide master tab right here, and now I can close the master view right there. And now I'm here on my presentation on the normal view, and if I click on that, come to animations, click on the placeholder, click on the animation pane, I can see I have animations on the layout, title, and the body. And if I click on the first slide, I also have the animation right there. So now I would like to play our presentation and see how this looks like. So on my quick access toolbar right here, I have this button start from beginning, and I can see I have the keyboard shortcut F5 to play your slideshows from the beginning. So I will click on that, and I will first close the animation pane and then click from beginning. And now I see my slide right there, and I'm pressing my space bar on the keyboard to advance to the next slide. And then I can click play. So I don't want to play the video, so I will press escape to finish my slideshow. I will now save this file, Control S, to save our PowerPoint presentation. And now we have finished creating our presentation. And in this video, we have learned many good skills that you will need to know when creating a PowerPoint presentation. We saw the PowerPoint overview. We learned about the title slide and the placeholders. We learned about different layouts and how to change the slide layouts. We learned how to insert new slides. We learned that this is called a thumbnail in the slide panes. We also learned about the design tab and how to change our themes on our slideshow. We also saw the outline view. We also used the slide sorter to arrange our slides. We inserted pictures and videos, pictures from our folders, and also a video from the YouTube. We have also learned how to insert SmartArt graphics, and also to paste data from Excel workbook. We have also learned how to use the design ideas and apply a design that we choose on one of our slides. We have learned how to add the speaker notes. We also learned how to apply transitions and animations. And we looked at the slide master and we used the slide master to learn how to apply our animations. And we also learned how to hide background graphics and how to change the solid fill and also change the color of a particular slide. So as I said, that was a lot of good skills that we have learned in this video. And in our next video, we will learn how to create handouts and how to export our presentation to Word. And we will also learn how to save our presentations in other formats. So make sure that you save this file in our class folder, because this is the file that we will use in our next video. Thank you and see you in our next video.